Come to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
City of Romulus City Council regular meeting for Tuesday, July 5th, 2016. The roll will show that all members are present with the exception of Councilwoman Abdo and Councilwoman Makowski.
Be excused.
So noted. Tonight's council meeting agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda, 2, minutes, 3, petitioner, 4, chairperson's report, 5, mayor's report, 6A, clerk's report, 6B, treasurer's report, 7, public comment, 8, unfinished business, 9, new business, 10, communication, number 11, adjournment. And a motion would be in order to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Kraut, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for approval of the agenda as presented. Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Agenda accepted.
2A, for approval are the minutes from the regular council meeting held on June the 27th, 2016.
So moved for June 27th, 2016.
Support.
Motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mr. Kraut, for approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting held June the 27th, 2016. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair abstain. Motion passed.
There were no special meetings held on June 27th. There are no petitioners on the agenda. Number 4 is the chairperson's report.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. First of all, I want to thank Councilwoman Choate for chairing the meeting last week. Thank you, Ms. Choate.
You're welcome.
All I have is I hope everyone had a nice 4th of July. That meant that the people that went and fought for us gave us a chance to have a good time. They sacrificed, and that's why we was able to celebrate. I don't really have anything tonight. I just wish everybody good health and good future. Thank you.
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept your report. Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Choate, to accept the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved, and thank you.
Number 5 is the mayor's report.
Evening, council, clerk, deputy clerk, and audience. Quick tonight, brought a quote that ties in, Mr. Chairman, to kind of what you mentioned. This is one that came from Ronald Reagan. Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in their bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. And, as you said, without those that gave, we wouldn't have the independence that we have today as a country. So, had a great holiday. We had a great firework show. Happy to report that didn't have any major incidents at the fireworks. I want to give a special thanks to our DPW who worked tirelessly to get things set up, and of course our first responders, police and fire, who had a very extensive emergency management plan so that everyone would stay safe. And thanks to all our sponsors that helped make it possible. One thing to note is the fireworks show again this year was done with all private donations. So without our businesses stepping up and helping, we wouldn't be able to provide the type of fireworks show that we had. So thank you to all. Real quick video clip, Roger, if you could run that on some of the activities going on, and I'll get on my report.
Hi everyone, I'm Dennis Davidson, and here are the news and views around Romulus. The farmers market continues on Wednesdays from noon until 6 p.m. This past week we entertained 14 vendors and 262 people enjoyed things from stir fry to garden supplies. The next Sounds in Downtown concert will be on July the 8th, featuring the band Toppermost with a Beatles tribute. The APA and Jones Sub will be holding their annual festival July 22nd through the 24th at the Coleman Center on Beverly Road. There'll be another free movie in the park on Friday, July the 29th, featuring the movie Zootopia. Remember to stay tuned following this meeting for our complete news show, or visit our website for more information on any of the events and programs we mentioned today. Thanks, everybody, and have a great week.
Thanks, Dennis. Thank you, Roger. One last comment. Just wanted to wish Councilman Harry Kraut a happy birthday on the 9th later this week. So have a blessed birthday, Harry.
Happy birthday.
That's it for information. Have two quick items for action, if I could, before you. The first one up is item 5A, in which you have is a request to concur with administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached intergovernmental agreement with Wayne County for the Eureka Road concrete patching project, and that's going to be between Middle Belt and Inkster Road. That's going to happen later this August.
So moved, Mr. Chairman, for the agreement with Wayne County, Eureka to Middle Belt. And our local cost is $142,000.
Okay. It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mr. Kraut. And this is to concur with the administration, authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached intergovernmental agreement with Wayne County for the Eureka Road concrete patching project, and that's between Middle Belt and Inkster. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Could we have Mr. Capucci to come up and explain
Sure.
to you what we're doing?
Roberto?
And that this also includes a sidewalk. So there's actually two agreements here.
Good evening, Council, Mayor, and Madam Clerk. Yes, this project consists of concrete patching, from Middle Belt to Inkster Road. In addition, the federal government is requesting that when a road jurisdiction sees that there's sidewalk or gapped sidewalk that's being used by pedestrians, in other words, like a cow path, that we also take the federal funds and complete the sidewalk as well. So they're starting to make that mandatory. This project is kind of two-phased. The phase one being the Middle Belt to Inkster with the concrete patching. Then there's also a phase two, which is from Dingle Drive to Merriman, that finishes up the rest of the piece they started 2 years ago, which they ran out of money for. And that is also concrete patching.
And Roberto, those are all in the IGA, correct?
No, there's just one section in this IGA, which is the Middle Belt to Inkster.
Okay.
There'll be a secondary IGA probably in 2 to 3 weeks being presented to council for that phase two, which is Dingle Drive to Merriman.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Choate.
I have another question. Do you have any idea when a sidewalk might go in from Merriman, or at least from Colbert to Middle Belt? Because people, all those people, they have a cow path just worn out through there. They walk there so much.
Right.
So when
You know-
might we get a sidewalk there?
I don't know of any tentative schedule from the county. That portion is completely paved out there. The pavement is in good shape. I don't see them doing any type of rehabilitation work there, but I could look into that.
They really need a sidewalk through
Okay.
there.
Any other comments? Questions?
One
Yes,
other
again,
question.
Linda?
So, the approval in the intergovernmental agreement includes both the sidewalk and the paving. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
but the phase
yes.
two is
Do you
going to
need-
come, what, in a couple weeks for the other piece?
Yeah, the phase two will come in a couple weeks for the Dingle to Merriman. What's in front of you currently is the IGA for Middle Belt to Inkster, and then there's a separate agreement that says the city will take jurisdiction over the sidewalk because we're the beneficiary of it.
So, that's done in just one
One motion.
resolution?
Yeah, one motion.
One motion.
Two agreements.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I think that's it. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Ms. Choate. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair, Mr. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Council. The last item is a Request to concur the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into an attached construction service, MDOT, tri-party agreement, and that's going to be with Rowe Engineering. That is for the Wickham Road Improvement Project from Merriman to Wick Roads, and the local share will not exceed $12,264.83.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Ms. Choate?
I would be happy to adopt a resolution that we concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into a construction services MDOT tri-party agreement with Rowe Engineering for the Wickham Road Improvement Project from Merriman to Wick Road, with our local share not to exceed $12,264.83. And I also have a question. I'll
Okay.
support that.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Choate, supported by Ms. Roscoe. This is to concur with the administration, authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached construction service MDOT tri-party agreement with Rowe Engineering for the Wickham Road Improvement Project from Merriman to Wick Road with our local share payout not to exceed $12,264.83. Discussion, Ms. Choate.
Yes. Is this just for this $12,264.83? Is that for engineering only, or does that include?
That's engineering, yes.
It's just to pay for the engineering?
Yeah, yes.
And when might we expect the actual resurfacing to begin?
It's scheduled to begin August 1st, 2016 this year. It could get delayed based on the current work that's happening right now with the water main out there.
So there will be additional cost at that time for the resurfacing?
No, we have all of our agreements presented to council. This was the last one for construction inspection. About three weeks ago, I presented a state agreement with MDOT, between us and MDOT, to actually resurface the road. And it escapes me the exact amount that we had to pay as a local share. But
And-
there is other costs associated with this job.
Thank you.
Any other discussion?
So,
Thanks, Roberto.
Thank you, Roberto. Ms. Choate?
yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Votes yes, the motion approved.
And other than that, I just provided, Councilman Wadsworth had asked about a Senate bill that was pending. I did pass out updated information on that. And with that, that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you.
6A is the clerk's report. Under item 6A1, for second reading and final adoption, is Budget Amendment 15/16-21 General Fund. This is in the amount of $70,000, and this budget amendment was introduced at the council meeting of June 27th, 2016.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion to accept second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 15/16-21 for the general fund.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Wadsworth. This is for the second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 15/16-21 General Fund. This budget was introduced at the council meeting of June 27, 2016. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
6A2 for second reading and final adoption is Budget Amendment 16/17-3 General Fund in the amount of $83,835. And this budget amendment was introduced at the council meeting of June 27th, 2016.
So moved, Mr. Chairman, for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 16/17-3 from the General Fund.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Choate, and this is for the second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 16/17-3 for the General Fund. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
And the last item under the clerk's report is 6A3. And this is an offer to purchase city-owned property. The Property Disposition Committee met on June 21st, 2016, and respectfully request City Council concurrence on the following recommendation. Deny the request from Matthew Wilhite to acquire the north half of city-owned parcel number 80-142-99-00-12-006. The city of Romulus currently owns approximately 35 acres. That's excluding the fire station number 4. In the immediate area. The Property Disposition Committee recommends that a comprehensive plan for future use development opportunities should be explored and presented to City Council at an upcoming meeting. The letters from Mr. Wilhite, as well as there's a map showing that area. And then also the memo from the Property Disposition Committee on this recommendation to council.
Do we have a motion on that?
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion to take the recommendation of the Property Disposition Committee to deny the request from Matthew Wilhite to acquire the north half of city-owned parcel number 80-142-99-0012-006.
I'll support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Kraut. And this is for the denial of the request from Mr. Matthews Wilhite to acquire the north half of city-owned parcel number 80-142-99-0012-006.
I have a
Any
question,
discussion?
Mr.
Mr.
Brown.
Wadsworth?
If I could, as the clerk, was there an amount that Mr. Wilhite bid on this?
It wasn't so much the amount, the issue was if you look in the map, they want to purchase the frontage of that, of that parcel. They have acquired a portion of that parcel, I guess it would be just west of the fire station. If they purchase the front of that section they want, the city could be landlocked, would kind of landlock the city because all of that property that surrounds it behind,
Okay.
that's behind that. So it's something that they would have to, recommend to acquire the whole lot because it could prohibit, future development because you can't.
We're gonna have a meeting on this in the future.
Yes, I mean, yeah, if something changes, if Mr. Wilhite comes back with a different proposal, then of course the Property Disposition Committee would meet and then they would make their recommendations to City Council.
Okay, fine, thank you.
Mr.
Yes,
Chairman,
Ms.
Madam.
Choate?
So his offer is not on any of this portion that's highlighted in yellow? It's just
Yeah,
this small amount
That-
immediately west of the
That-
fire station?
yeah, that small amount that's immediately west of the fire station, they have acquired, that is their property there. So what they want to acquire is just, continuing west of that parcel, just in the frontage of that parcel. See, it's highlighted in green and yellow, but it's not that whole piece there, it's just the frontage of that whole lot there that's highlighted in yellow.
Okay.
Maybe it's not
Yeah,
marked
because it
out
doesn't-
clearly, yeah.
It's not clear. It should have shown, for instance, like how many feet, the depth, the footage of the depth. Okay,
Okay.
that answers my question. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Choate. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes,
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
For your information, there's some public notices from DTE scheduled for July 12th, 2016. And before I close my report, really excited to announce that we have a drop box for absentee ballots. It's a silver stainless steel box out front, and that box was designed just for ballots. It has all the locks and different things that's required. And so we're really excited about the box. So far, we've had positive response. It's just another customer service, to extend just another customer service gesture. Residents love it so far, and that way, because sometimes walking up that ramp, and I'm sure Councilwoman Choate clearly understands, sometimes, trying to walk up the ramp and go downstairs to the clerk's office in the drop box, but this just, it's just convenient. Get out of your car, and you can even drive up. Have to go the wrong way, at night, you can drop it. We tested that too, so it's an arm's reach if you're driving. So we're very excited about the drop box. Also, today was the registration deadline to register to vote to participate in the August primary election. So there'll be another shot for the November election. But so we want to encourage everyone that qualifies to vote absentee. If you have any questions, please contact the clerk's office.
Okay.
Thank you, and that concludes the clerk's report.
Thank you, Ms. Clerk.
Right. There's no treasurer's report this evening. Number 7 is the public comment, and this is the portion of our meeting that's set aside for those in the audience. If you have any comments that you would like to make, please raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by our chairperson, approach the podium and state your name. And we ask that you please limit your comments to 3 minutes. If you have any questions or in your comments there's issues that need to be addressed by City Council, please note that those concerns or questions will be addressed under unfinished business on the agenda. We do not have any written requests.
Comments from the audience? Ms. Williams?
Good evening. I'm here to request a no-fee permit for July the 30th at Abbey and Canterbury.
So move, I presume it's the same permit we issued a year ago?
Yes.
Same party?
I'll support that.
Ms. Williams, did you say Canterbury?
And Abbey Drive.
Okay.
The only thing is, did we give you barricades last
Yes.
year? And you take care of the barricades, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. Who made that motion, Mr. Wadsworth?
What are the hours?
3 to 8.
So it's a block party.
Yes.
Sounds like fun.
Okay. Did you make the motion, Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes, I did.
Who supported that?
I'll support that.
Okay. It was motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Choke. And this is for no fee permit for Abbey Drive and Canterbury. It's from 3 to 8. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Choke?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
And I just have a concern in, on last Thursday, my niece was she's an airline stewardess, newly airline stewardess, and the Wayne County Sheriff told her at the airport when she went to go get her badge and fingerprints that she had a warrant out for her arrest for $4,200 for grass cutting from the city of Romulus. She didn't own that property from the time that they were charging $420 every time they cut. Now, this is the information that they gave her. So I called over to the police department, eventually had to go over, took the documents to show that she didn't own that property. So it had to come from the court to, dismiss the warrant. But that's kind of dangerous. How do you notify the individuals that with this grass cutting situation?
Like you said, they gonna on unfinished business. They're gonna address that. But if you have any more questions, make sure you get them now, Ms. Williams, because they're gonna have to answer questions.
I would definitely like the mayor and definitely the council to look into that because, wonder if someone is being charged like that and don't know what to do and have issue a warrant. I always thought it was that fee was put on your taxes, but now you're issuing a warrant for grass cutting. And that came from the court. They said the ordinance woman or person sends it to the court and the court sends it through. So that definitely need to be addressed, and I would like a response. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments? There's no more comments. We'll close that part out, Madam Clerk.
Number 8 is unfinished business, and under unfinished business, I just want to let Ms. Williams know with regards to her no-fee permit, we will issue that from the clerk's office, and I just need to find out, would you like us mailed the permit to your home, or would you like to pick that up? Okay, all right. And that's all on my end. I don't know if there's any other remarks from council.
Quick.
Yes, Ms. Williams has some issues that need to be.
If I could, the mayor, about a month ago, we had some residents here talking about the pipeline coming through Hannon, through Cogswell, and some of them are wondering, now that everything has been cleared, are they going to begin work on the pipeline? Have you any?
I can tell you that Tim Keys has met with them today, or is meeting with them this week to get an update on that information, so I'll pass it on. But he has the gentleman from Wolverine Pipeline coming in.
Okay, very good. Very good.
I'll get the latest and what they're actually going to start to do.
Thank you, Mayor.
On the other issue, I think she had some concerns about the grass cutting and ticket.
As you know, council approved an ordinance change last year. So actually what we're doing, and I can find out about how it was written with the warrant. I know that typically it does go into property tax. So what changed last year is actually to give notice, if you recall. Prior to that, they would do a mailer and kind of a schedule that was going to be mailed for the year and notify people that way. And when I had Steve Hitchcock, our attorney, look at other surrounding communities, he felt, and as did council, that a proper notice needed to be given. So we actually now send out certified mail. So they are actually given so many days to, conform to the ordinance. Because really, we just want people to adhere to the ordinance. We don't want to cut grass. And it's actually brought down some of the grass cutting that we've had to do. They're also trying to give warnings to people, to let them know, the ones that live in the residence. Some are just open lots where it's difficult to do. That's where the certified letter comes in handy. But I know our direction is really just to try to get people to conform. But I can find out about what this issue is with the court and why there may be something I'm not aware of as to why they tagged it with a warrant. But the normal protocol based on the ordinance that you approve would be there's a notice sent out, there's a certified letter that's sent out, so it gives them a chance to respond and actually cut the grass. If the grass still is beyond the ordinance, then what'll happen is it will get cut. We have a private contractor that cuts on a schedule, and then it will get put on the tax bill. And I know that's a fact because I've dealt with a lot of them that have come in where they come on, they see it on their tax bill now, and it was from a prior year. So I'll find out about the issue about the warrant. Maybe there's something more to that. Maybe if I could get the information from Ms. Williams to Julie and we can dive into it individually. But that's the ordinance that was approved last year by City Council that took effect this cutting season.
So, Ms. Williams, you'll get together with the mayor after. Okay.
Is there any more unfinished business? All right, number 9 is new business. Number 10 is communication. And number 11, adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
supported by Ms. Roscoe for adjournment. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. We are adjourned. Thank you.